I thought Mythal was one of the Evanurus.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She
And they
was a
killed her
voice of
for it, huh?
reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
The Evanurus were elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong. Chains of command.
Solus, where the hell
After
are
the
we?
war ended, generals became respected elders. Then kings. Finally gods. The Evanurus.
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the Evanurus would have destroyed the entire world.
Ah, that sounds really bad.
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met Mythal, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The Evanurus are banished forever, paying the ultimate
You
price
killed
for their
Mythal, did you
misdeeds.
not? Apparently it's not that hard. Well, I mean, you killed
How
Flemeth.
did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Via de Thara. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging. It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
So what happens
That's
now,
the
huh?
past. What about the future?
How are we gonna move forward from this?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanurus down. But still, some hope remains for restoration. I will save the elven people, even if it means this world must die.
Why is this necessary? I'll stop you. Don't make me fight you. Why is that necessary?
Why does this world have to die for the elves to return?
A good question, but not one I will answer. You have always shown a thoughtfulness I respected. It would be too easy to tell you too much. I am not Corypheus. I take no joy in this. But the return of my people means the end of yours. It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Qunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
Relative peace. Lovely.
The Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of Fen'Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Corypheus should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
Why'd you give him the orb?
You gave your orb to Corypheus.
Not directly. My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Tevinter Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What was your plan?
What would have happened if Corypheus had died, and you'd recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
Then the guys you cast out would come back, right?
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
I never thought of you as someone who would do that, Solus.
Thank you. You must understand.
What if the old gods are the old elven gods are the archdemons?
Conscious connection to the Fade.
Hmm.
It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
Oh, I saw it
They
right
aren't even
there.
people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
Whatever your reasons, we couldn't have defeated Corypheus without you.
Damn right about that. He was in our party most of the time.
Everything you accomplished, you earned.
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization, and now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Canary plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Canary
By leading me to
spies in the
them.
Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The Elven Guard who led you to the Canary body, who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel. Mine.
Why are you interfering?
Why bother disrupting the Kunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do. Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort. In any event, it is done.
Thanks, I guess.
I guess
I
we owe
mean,
you for that one too.
I hope it gives your people
I
some
guess this
final
is
peace.
better than having us die in explosion, right?
You control the Illuvians now.
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Canary stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Illuvians are now mine.
So what about this thing on my hand that's slowly killing me?
It's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes.
Why is it getting worse?
I'm sorry. And we are almost out of time.
Solus, make it stop, man. Come on. I thought we were homies.
The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
Try to convince us to change the plan. Stop solving these. No, I will redeem you.
You don't need to.
You're my homie, dude. Stop.
I'll prove it to you.
I would treasure the chance to be wrong once again, my friend. Take my hand. I'm sorry. Live well, while time remains.
What'd you do to me? Oh, that was a little over an hour and a half. So it's kind of right.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Canary.
Yes, because this Solas provoked
Dialogue,
them
but
in
we're
the
still
first
loading screen.
place.
Why?
The Inquisition did
There we
not
go.
cause this threat. We informed the summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Konari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, you would not be alive to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate
Ah, he took my hand.
not a glorified mercenary
Solus. You
band.
couldn't just remove the mark, or I guess it's permanent. We couldn't just, like, you know, deactivate it?
You all know what this is? A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval.
We've done 2 of
The
those.
Inquisition saved the people of Ferelden.
Order has not been
Witnesses.
restored.
We are not disbanding. And we are certainly not submitting to an emperor who only sits on his throne because we put him there.
Her throne.
There's worse coming than anything you've yet seen. So we'll play nice. We'll bow. But not to you. The Inquisition will act as Divine Victoria's personal honor guard. Answering directly to her, we will transition from a military force into a peacekeeping organization. My own adventuring days may be done, but the Inquisition and its mission will continue.
How much of my arm did they take? Like, is that just an empty sleeve, or did he take it off of the elbow? How much am I missing? I need to know this. Hey guys, how we doing here? What are y'all looking at? Guys, what are we here looking at? I'm so confused. Are we looking at the breach? Or what was once the breach? God damn it, I'm missing it. I can't be an archer anymore. That's horrible for me. If I was a warrior, that I could at least use a sword still, but I have no arm. I can't draw my bow. Or hold it. Or both, pretty much. Over the next several months, the Inquisition carefully gave over many of the duties it had held. This button-based, or they're just gonna, there we go. As a Divine's personal guard and peacekeeping force, the Inquisition shrank to a more manageable size. Yeah, but pressing a button doesn't do anything. Many who had served went home, through those the remaining forces were still enough to give pause to any who might threaten Divine's plans. Does Liliana need an army? I thought she was like, you know, all peaceful now. Who would they expect? Why is it so slow? Who would they expect to read this? A turtle? With the dragon's breath disrupted and any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Kunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Parvolan, but not long after they left the council, the Kunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. Though the council remained intact, advising Divine Victoria on important matters, Cassandra served for several years. While she opted to disagree with Liliana's policies, the former right and left hands of the Divine shared a mutual respect and worked well together. What's that weird braid she's got going on right there? Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterhorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to pursue to a purpose few outside their order could guess. The end of the Inquisition, as it had been, sent shockwaves through the College Enchanters. Madame de Fer ably played on the mage's fears. Her followers united to build a new circle, with Vivian as its Grand Enchanter in direct competition with the college. The circle lacked in numbers, they made up for in political connections. Soon they were a force to be reckoned with. Two institutes settled into an uneasy coexistence across the south, vying for power. The Exalted Council, Liliana devoted herself fully to the somber throne and her dream of reshaping the Chantry. Within a year, she removed restrictions surrounding Chantry priesthood, allowing men and women of all races to be initiated and ordained. This decree was followed swiftly by her decision to return the Canticle of Shartan to the canonical chant, a move that divided Andrastians deeply. A rebellion to renounce her and return the Chantry to its former state arose, beginning first in Orlais, then spreading to other parts of Thedas. What happened to her being like her working to initiate peace? She was resolute, holding her ground even after several unsuccessful attempts on her life. Yeah, being divine must suck. Seemingly unconcerned with the assassination attempt, she held up the hostility leveled against her as proof that she was on the right path. With the Inquisition now serving the Divine, Sarah returned to the singular and plural role of Red Jenny. Fuck her and everything she does. Because nobility and grammar could both still eat it. Many noted how Sarah's methods had changed after seeing the Inquisition stand for everyone. Does she kill less people now? This Red Jenny was more focused, tactical, and some dared say effective. No word on her being less lethal. And she and her network could also be counted on to act in the interest of the supposedly death-bound Inquisitor. Sarah remained a formal ally of allies, intent on proving that the powerful weren't and that it was friends who mattered overall. Frequent visits to her widow, of course. Widow being Dagna, for those that don't know. Perhaps most unnerving was Sarah's standing offer to the Divine. Which was... when the knobs piss about with your left hand or right, call on Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. What does that mean? Barrett took up the role of Viscount and, with the help of his friend Hawk, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. Oh, so Hawk's back now? I thought Hawk was missing still. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as a major trade hub of the Free Marches. Continue to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Princess Darkhaven. What did Sebastian do to you? With the Inquisition in its new role, the Bull's charges returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Vainatory forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. Many of the jobs brought the chargers close to the Imperium's border, where from time to time in a border town Vila, Bull and a certain Tevinter Magister would spend a few hours together before life pulled them apart again. That's kinda sad. The Inquisition transitioned to a peacekeeping role. Cullen and the Inquisitor were able to spend more time together. About goddamn time. Okay, so I'm assuming it's at the elbow. Cullen continued to serve as commander of the Inquisition forces, aiding the Inquisitor in service to Divine Victoria. That is, after a long overdue visit to Cullen's siblings, who were overjoyed to meet their new sister-in-law. An elf. Dorian returned to Deventer to take his father's place in the Magisterium. Looking extra old in that drawing of him. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Tilani, he reformed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Deventer, a fight many thought hopeless. Those fighting by Master Pax's side noted that he kept in constant communication with Inquisitor via message crystal. Whether for vital information or for more support, these talks seemed to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. On one occasion, Venatori forces ambushed Dorian, who likely would have died. Had not an unnamed mercenary band led by a Tabashov warrior crossed Demeter's border and mounted a dangerous rescue operation. Oh, at that point, Bolt is taking massive risk right there. Mercenaries left a trail of free slaves and dead Venatori in their wake, enabling Dorian to escape. When asked about the Tabashov in question, Master Pavis declined to comment. Tom Rainier was shown mercy when none was deserved and set on a path of redemption. This gift, so compassionately given, need to be shared. Freed from his obligation to the Inquisition, Rainier traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. You okay, Cookie? In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. By showing faith in those who had none, Rainier lifted them up and made them into something better than they were. After easing the Inquisition's tradition into the Chantry, Josephine returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montoliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. Which means they should have had no issue resolving their debt. In the next few years were a busy time as many ships with the Montoliers' crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, remaining pirate captains were with ancient feud against whom the ancestors took the seas, determined to rekindle their rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister Yvette nearly eloping with the dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montolier took the development in stride. Cole returned to the Fae, saying that there was more pain coming, and that he knew where compassion would most be needed. Left his hat behind. He promised that his friends in the Inquisition would remember him, and that Where the hurt was greatest, he would help. After the events in the Winter Palace, Elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did Elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed in Inquisitor's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were. A little too large, apparently. And what the ancient elven rebel had planned. I understand that he wants to destroy the world, right? Like, they might not survive. What the fuck are we now? Are we back in Haven?
My agents have found nothing. With the illusions, he could be anywhere.
Maintaining the Inquisition, even as a peacekeeping force, leaves us vulnerable to agents of the Dreadwolf.
But also gives us the strength to respond.
We will need to be careful.
Solus knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
Enter Imperium. Splendid setting of the next game. Oh boy. Look at that, we're at the 2-hour mark actually. So, I was still right. But guys, that is it. We have done it. We have finally completed Dragon Age Inquisition. 21 sessions later. It has been quite the ride, guys. It has been quite the ride. We have been... When does playthrough first start being uploaded? I know it's not going to be accurate to when we started recording, but I want an idea of when this playthrough itself started being uploaded. Let's find out real quick. But right now, the most recent video uploaded is episode 62. Something tells me that that's only half of what I already have uploaded. Expedition. It's 2 months ago, so that would have been in September? September 2nd. So we essentially beat the game the 2-month anniversary when we started it, or when we started uploading it. I don't know when we started recording it. I wish I could tell you off the top of my head, but I don't know. But we're done. That's the end of the Dragon Age series as of right now, because you know, Dragon Age Dreadwolf doesn't exist right now, and well, I mean, it does exist. It's being made, but we don't know when it'll be out. But 3 games down. 3 games down, guys. It's been quite the ride, hasn't it? When did we first play Origins? Because that was a very early playthrough in our history.
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird.
Dragon Age Origins.
That is a
Dragon Age
terrible
Origins.
title. What are you even thinking?
There it is. That was 3 years ago. Fuck me. When did we do that?
The sky churned like a rolling sea.
September 19th of 2019.
Centered on a gaping hole
Oh
that
boy.
led to the
What does this mean starting these games
arms of
in September?
a hole that spit up many things that day. Comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
Should probably do a bit of talking now, a bit more talking now about the game itself, right? I still quite thoroughly enjoy this game. There are certain things I don't like, you know, I especially don't like the war table, you know, without the mods or the few companions that I really don't like. You know, I don't really care much for Cole. He's not horrible, but I don't really care much for him. I can't stand Sarah. I can't stand Vivian. But everyone else I do quite like. I mean, I love Cassandra. I tolerate Varric. I like Dorian. I like Iron Bull. I like Blackwall. I mean, I love Cullen. But it's been good getting to play through this game again. I mean, this is a game I play at least once a year, but it has been good getting the chance to play it again for the channel. And I do quite thoroughly look forward to what EA has planned for us next, or I guess Bioware. But I am nervous with the way Bioware has been with their past track record. I mean, I know the way this game was made wasn't really the most beneficial. Not beneficial, but like it wasn't the most. It wasn't the best way to make a game. I mean, they really rushed this game through to get it made, and it's a genuine miracle that it works as well as it does, because by all accounts it shouldn't work considering the timeline it was made in. I think they spent like a total of 18 months making this game, which for a game of this size, with how much trouble they were having, shouldn't have been possible. But I'm being led to believe that they're taking their time with making the 4th game, so we have that to look forward to. And now that Dragon Age is out of the way, all we have to look forward to right now from Bioware is well, I mean, look forward to me playing from Bioware is more Mass Effect. We played both KOTOR games. We've done Jade Empire, although I do at some point plan on doing a Redux playthrough of that one. But priorities right now is at some point I will do Mass Effect 3. And after that, at some longer point in the future, I will do Andromeda. I don't look forward to that, but we gotta do it, because Andromeda is a game in the series.
But you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
What are we gonna do now? I don't have anything lined up for us being done with this now. I really...
Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady?
I am very confused
eyes glittered like angry opals.
as to what I'll play next.
By rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We
probably won't do another big game until December. It's currently early November right now, but this is not gonna matter at all when these videos go up. But the next game that I want to play, the next long game that I want to play is coming out in December. So I think we might just focus on shorter games, quote unquote. I know I need to start working on Life is Strange 2. I haven't started that playthrough yet because I've been spending all my time. Well, I spent the last 3 days working on finishing this game. I suppose that we can do Bioshock Infinite, I guess. We've been putting that one off for a while. No harm in that. I do know I'll have quite a bit to say about that game because it's actually my least favorite Bioshock game.
Spot on, actually.
I know I'm talking over Cassandra's commentary. I'm sorry about that, but just trying to say my piece now before I call it a night.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his
Freddie
death.
Prinze Jr., Iron Bull.
This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen!
Guys, I guess this is as good a point as ever for me to just go ahead and get out of here, right? I'll probably record more Friday night, I guess. That'd be our best time to record, I guess, on Friday. I'm gonna stream tomorrow night, Thursday, and I have to work early Friday morning, so I can't really record late for that. But we'll stream, and then we'll record Friday night, record Life is Strange, and at some point I'll figure out a time to start recording BioShock. But guys, until we get to that point, I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this playthrough. We have spent a long time playing this, and it does feel quite the relief to be finally done with it.
Like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away.
Oh my god, that's horrible. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, and I will see you guys all when we come back for the last. When we come back for more games, whether that be Life is Strange or BioShock Infinite. But until then, guys, like I said before, I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this game. We spent a lot of time working on it, and I hope it's been worth it. And I look forward to seeing you guys for our next project. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night, and hang on. To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touch us deeply. We hope that in some small way this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high. The Dragon Age team. And I see no better way to end our session right there. Our playthrough. Guys, I'm heading to bed. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a great night. Hope you guys get plenty of sleep, plenty to eat. And I'll see you guys all in the future for a new playthrough, okay? Bye-bye.